Hello everybody. Whoa, my frames. Okay. Hello everybody, welcome back to my hardcore streaming world. Easy, welcome. How's it going, bro? Two things to say before I start doing proper things. Number one, I'm not streaming tomorrow. That's, yeah, I don't know, going out. It happens. Oh well, I'll be streaming on Sunday instead. I'm doing pretty fantastic, actually, yeah. Had a successful day of Witchcraft things. So that's good. Nightmare, hello, everybody. The second thing I need to announce is the chat is broken. I don't know, there was an OBS update and now it doesn't work. I need to sort it out, but for now we're running with no chat on the screen for today. So apologies for that. Yeah. Anyway, let's have a look at the progress that we've got so far in this area and see what we need to do next. What's it busy on today? Alright, we've been getting up to anything cool, anything that you can leak. Happens all the time with OBS. Yeah, things just like, oh yeah, just randomly break. Cool. Yeah, great. Just realised this sand, so the sand has rooted dirt over here. Did I not continue that over here? So there's rooted dirt here. Yeah, and then it stops. Okay, awesome. Okay, so I forgot to put rooted dirt in last stream. That's nice. Okay, I didn't know that. I remember when I was doing it live, I had this like feeling that there was something missing, but I couldn't place it that time. D-lane, fun fishing, wherever it's known as the wolf on the pond. Nice. Did you time-lapse all of that or do like little jumpy sections? Because obviously that's a lot of progress. We want to keep that on camera. Okay, so I've got one stack of rooted dirt. If I've only got one stack of rooted dirt, that might be an issue. Oh. Okay. I don't just have one stack. OBS be like, you updated me here. Here's a gift. Breaks. Yep. I actually haven't had my chat break in a very long time. They probably like changed one tiny thing with like the code to turn it into proper chat, and then it's just like, haha, broken. Whatever. I'll try and sort it out, but if it's unreasonable to fix, I just won't fix it. Even though my poll was like 80% of people like chat or something. I can't remember what it was actually. It was quite a big percentage of people that liked having chat on the screen, which I was honestly surprised by because I thought most people would have just read it, but maybe not. Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to redo all of the bone mealing here because of where the rooted dirt needs to be. There's a jumpy sections, but I can't roll tomorrow, so it's hard to keep update. Yeah, because you quite often have to be quiet and stuff like that, so I bet it's quite hard for you to do stuff. I guess in that sense, like replaying more time lapses can be your friend if you can't get a proper recording. Was a rooted a good block? Like in terms of the design, I think it looks like sandy dirt. I quite like it. I don't know. Yeah. I'm sticking with it, but I just didn't do it last stream for some reason because I forgot. It's because people tap the stream out, so chat on the stream is good, I guess. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't watch YouTube live streams, so... Okay, I do occasionally. There's a live stream happening at the moment that I kind of want to watch. It's quite funny. Mr. Gotham Chess, the cool chess guy, is having a live stream of him in a chess competition, which I kind of want to see. That'd be interesting. Oh, I'll just watch the recaps. We'll find. We'll see. I'm not 100% sure whether I want to watch it or not. There's also a new DocM video which I really want to watch. It's also a shorter DocM video, which is a shock. I'm one of them. Have you heard what NASA said about the ISS? I seem to remember hearing something a while ago about like dismantling it, getting rid of it, but other than that I haven't heard anything. I used to be quite like into space and stuff like that, but not so much anymore. Obviously on the weekend I can't really PC, so it leaves me a lot to do on Sunday afternoon. Yeah, that makes sense. 2030 is the last year it's running. Oh, okay, 2030. That's still quite far away, but even so, sad day. I assume they've got plans for another one? I don't know. Or there's been a bunch of research happening that we're just not hearing about because, you know, newspapers are cringe and don't tell us cool stuff. Who knows? Well, someone knows. In 2031, they will deorbit back to Earth. Okay. Very cool. Yeah, putting in this rich dirt is actually pretty easy. It's much easier than doing the gravel or the sand, because it can just float. It's very convenient. Yeah, either way, I will need to come back and put more seagrass in, because like this area is like really blank now, you see. So, kind of annoying. I'll try and avoid breaking too much seagrass, because I'm lazy. But like here, it just needs it. But yeah. Yeah, I was working on a time lapse today, actually. It went pretty well actually. I thought it would take me a couple of days, but it's actually only like, I don't remember how long the replay file is. It's like an hour max, I think, to build the thing, which is nice. I was expecting it to be a long one. I don't really know why, but either way, I've got so much content. I think my Wintercraft video that's coming out next Saturday is going to be super long. So there's a lot of cool stuff. Nice to know they won't let it float in space forever. Yeah. Space junk is a really big issue that NASA are trying to do as much as they can to avoid. So yeah, it does make sense that they're trying to be vigilant and actually remove it. But the other thing is that if you leave stuff in space, it does eventually fall down to Earth. So, especially a big thing like that, it would eventually fall down anyway, so I guess they're being safe by taking it down themselves. What is this? Oh, okay, right, this isn't done. Fair enough. Okay, this is where we're kind of up to with terraforming. I'm not going beyond here for now. Okay. Cool, coarse dirt is now in. Not coarse dirt. Rooted dirt is now in, which is amazing. Yeah. Next thing I want to do over here, I want to do this dirt terraforming. This is like the main thing I want to do is put the dirt in. Now the gravelly edges are quite steep, and then these ones are quite shallow. So I'm trying to work out how deep the river needs to be for it to make sense. So over here, the drop-off ratio on each side, that's two blocks, and this side is 3. Okay. 2 and 3, that's okay. I think that's almost what we've got over here. It does mean that this side's going to be quite a lot deeper, but that's good, I think. Like, this bit is so wide. Wait, by terraforming a river, but mine's 100% artificial. Yeah, I actually don't know which would be easier, to be honest. I have a feeling that artificial rivers are easier. I don't know. Either way, I'm quite enjoying this. I guess that's why I'm doing it. It's quite rare that I'll do something in Minecraft that I'm just generally not enjoying. Like, I'll do chores and stuff, but huge projects like this, if I know I'm going to hate them, I just don't do them because, you know, it's my build, my channel, I can decide whatever I want. If I hate a build, I can hate it and not do it. So, it's a good thing about Minecraft. Decide what to do. Yeah, no, I do have a lot of editing to do. I keep saying this week, like, because I've already uploaded the video for tomorrow and like already done all the thumbnails and everything for it. It feels really weird to say like, oh yeah, this week's or next week's video, because it's like, but this one's already done. I don't know what I'm saying. You guys get what I mean. When I say this week's video, I mean the video that's going to release after the one that's going to release tomorrow, whatever. This one isn't very deep or wide when it's painting it out correctly. Yeah, getting the shape right of a river can be quite difficult. That is true. You don't want it to be too raggedy, but also you don't want it to be too normal. That's why I always think Laurie's River is so good. Like, Laurie's River, the dimensions of it is so perfect. Really impressive to me, I love it. Don't need Corster. Not placing any of that yet. Okay, yeah, sure. We got like 3 stacks. Did you know there is more than 300 world organizations? Tram, hello. I'm not sure what you mean by that, Nightmare, to be honest. Tramothy, how's it going? I wonder if my shop's made any sales. Who knows? Very unlikely, considering it's not going to be very popular, but, you know. That's alright. Is 256 by 256 enough for a perimeter? How many chunks is that? Is that 16 chunks? That does seem fine. I know that was meant as a joke, but still, like, you know, sometimes having a bigger perimeter than you expect is good. It is 16 chunks. Yeah. I guess it probably should only be 12 chunks, because that's what we have on Whimsy. There's no point in doing it bigger than that, because if you stand in the middle, it won't be loaded. Right? Oh, no, it's 12 chunks in every direction, isn't it? So, actually 24 would be the theoretically correct size. Azil just logged on after a short while and flew over the mountain, and Bobby had loaded in Sweden. She flew over him. That's quite fun. Go check if you made any sales. Nice. Live updates from Tram. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, that's very interesting. I wonder why that is. Humans really like being part of teams, I think. And so we're very prone to creating teams for ourselves, I guess. We want to have a group that we're in. There we go, that's my theory. 256 is a mob spawning thing. Oh yeah, it's 128 blocks from you, isn't it? Yeah, that makes sense. And then I guess you just lower your render distance or to match that. Or the, what is it? No, because on Wingecraft what is it, distance? My brain cannot do this. Simulation distance is 12, so there's not really much point in making a perimeter bigger than 12. Won't do anything, right? Surely. By the way, I'm aware that this dirt is like super ugly at the moment, but that's not the point. Gotta get the shape right. Might still spawn? Who knows? I bet you could ask Proportions, and Chinabog would know, I'm sure. I've run out of dirt. I wonder if I've run out of dirt completely or not. There we go, and check whether I've got some dirt. Yeah, also, does anyone like know how to make continuity work? Because I use continuity and it hasn't worked for a while, and I'm kind of just putting it off. But I'm like, yeah, the connected textures doesn't work. Very strange. Do I have dirt? Not there, I don't. Or here. Ooh, do I have none? I have no dirt, that's crazy. What do I do about that? Made no sales, and Seal says your shop looks cool. Very nice. I was thinking the shulker shop is kind of, it's like, It looks good without shaders, but with shaders it looks so awesome because the sign is like neon. It's awesome. I'm more proud of the other shop though. The amethyst shop I'm more proud of. I haven't done the armor stand stuff on it yet though. Kind of annoying. Yeah, I really don't know what to do about this lack of dirt. I guess I'll fly far away and get some. Or I'll just... I don't know. Yeah, whatever. We'll fly far away and just dig some dirt. Good. Wait, so if Azil says that my shop looks good, that means he hasn't seen it yet. That's crazy. It's a creeper hole. That's quite fun. Give me the dirt. Give me the dirt. Why? Why did I choose such a mountainous area, dude? It's not going to be any good areas to mine dirt here. Oh. I thought I was mistaken then, but I wasn't. This is just a bit. Loudest ice cream van to ever exist. I was like, if I talk, it's just gonna be like underneath my voice. But oh well. It's not the end of the world, it's just an ice cream van. This is just like not gonna be enough dirt. It's crazy. It's not gonna have enough. Let's go. It's all grass. Where's the dirt? What is this scam? I expect my ice cream van. Rose memorized the ice cream van timetable. You know what, that'll do. That'll do for now, for dirt. It'll do. I still love how that lava pool is shaped like a heart. It's so nice. I've never seen that before. Always comes during the streams. Ah, okay. That does make sense. I was like, nah, bro's just memorized it fully. He's got it pinned up on his poster board, sweet notes. Yeah, this is good. So I need a little bit of variation. Like obviously I could just do perfect threes everywhere, but sometimes it's good to have some variation. Just run through dirt so fast, man. Crazy. Like it's just a constant battle of never having dirt. Yeah, okay, I'll leave that for now. I won't turn the corner because turning the corner is kind of difficult actually. What I do need to do, however, extend this. Extend this. That's good. And ice cream today, yo. Yes. Was it good ice cream? That's the real question. Bit of Ben & Jerry's Magnum ice cream. Gotta have some good ice cream. Ice cream vans are so strange, they don't go. Hey, what did you say? Ice cream vans are strange, they don't go around asking if people need any other things. Coffee and it's like Amazon, but you haven't even ordered it. Or it's just advertising, what do you mean? Yeah, here. This is where it needs to drop down a bit. Okay. Yeah, river shape's good. We've got the same shape that we wanted. It's good. What it needs now is the decoration. I was thinking that it might actually like look terrible with like a real big lack of variation, but honestly, with how much variation just comes from the coastline, it's actually pretty interesting looking already. Not too much effort from me. Good. To try and get this. Yep, and then like that. Build this in as best I can. Yeah, that's good. Gonna change this out to make it more interesting. Just a shop that's always on the move. It's strange no other food really does it except burger vans, but they don't go down every street playing music. True. Here's compound music. That should do the same music as Barney is a dinosaur. I know how much you love digging mountains, so maybe just come you'd want to help me remove a small mountain. How small is small, Tram? Because I feel like this is going to be another 100,000 block time lapse again. How many thousands of blocks is it going to be? To be fair, I haven't been over actually tiny compared to the big one. Yeah, but the big one was really big, so everything's going to be tiny compared to it. It's still like 100,000 blocks. Because the other one was 500,000 blocks in total. Ish. I would say it's about 500,000, maybe 600,000 blocks. What's yours like? Like 100,000, 50,000, 10,000? I guess maybe I'll hop over at some point and decide whether I can be bothered. Or like 10k. Bruh, then do it yourself. What do you mean? There's nothing. I put the thing here to congratulate you. I guess. Right, I need to make this shape better. It's a tiny bit steep for my liking over here. Maybe it's good actually. I don't know. Ollie. It's like brolly, but obviously a different meaning. No. How is it playing the music again? It's so loud, it's on the next street over and I can still hear it. What? Yeah, this is... Yeah, doing this corner is a bit more difficult. Maybe I should go down to 2 and a 2 and 1 ratio. That might be better. Might make a bit more sense. Yeah, it might be better. I'm lucky. I'm lucky I've never heard an ice cream van go past my house ever. I just nudged my mouse very hard apparently. But Brad, you like live in the middle of nowhere. How can you have never heard an ice cream van? And obviously you've heard one, but like Never had an ice cream van. What? I'm run out of dirt again. Okay, I need to put sand in to get extra dirt. Maybe I should make a non-silky shovel so when I mine this to put the sand in, I actually get dirt. In a town? Bruh, that's crazy. Also, I lived in 7 different places. Wow, okay. Dang. I'd always feel very lucky to have never had to move. It's very nice. What? I believe I have no dirt. That's crazy. Actually, mind blowing. But yeah, I think another shovel with no silk touch might be a big brain strategy. That one, okay. Lived in a city for 9 years. That is very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. I don't know what I'm doing. I need to get a shovel. Do I have a spare shovel? Fortune tip. What are these trash shovels? Why do I even own these? Guess my Minecraft older brain is doing things, I guess. Oh, my whole enchanting setup's deconstructed as well, isn't it? I don't even have, like... yeah, you know what? We'll just anvil stuff together, I don't care. Just buy some books real quick. Boing, boing, boing. Books. Do I want fortune on the shovel? Oh no, because then I'll always get flint, won't I? No, that would be bad. We don't want that. I don't own any actual books though. So I gotta craft some. How many books would I need? Actually, just 2. Efficiency and unbreaking. That means I need 6 of the other thing. Why is it so tedious, bro? I just need a shovel. Why is there so much effort? I don't remember whether my villager has efficiency 4 or 5. Obviously, it doesn't matter, but just wondering. Feather falling, prot, unbreaking. There we go. I need that. Efficiency 5, 50. Wow, okay. Why did I buy that trade? That's pretty terrible. In Whimsycraft, I'm pretty sure I got efficiency 5 for like 40. 15, that's crazy. Oh well. Whatever. Do I own an anvil? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. That's why I need a proper base of operations, I guess. The storage system is very nice, but it's not very good for actually, like, crafting or living. That's the advantage of my Whimsycraft starter base, is that it's, like, hyper-functional. Got everything that I need in it, and, like, basically no interior at all. It's very helpful. Oop. There we go, perfect. Used to always think that anvils had, like, durability, and it was, like, a certain number of combinations that would break the anvil. But no, it's just a random chance that the anvil breaks on every single one. Here we go, ice cream fantasy. Nice. Okay, yeah, I guess I need a bunch of sand. And we're gonna put some along the edges here. And what does it look like on this side so I can match it? Okay, yeah, I got about... Okay. Not holding a totem. Whoops, let's not do that. It would be really nice if I trusted myself to hold to not have to hold the totem, but why do I keep using the wrong shovel? I don't know why the underside of here has not been decorated with sand, but I'm gonna do it. It's kind of necessary. Things to make sense. Yeah, that is one thing I was actually talking about quite a lot last stream about continuity and making the build make sense. It's very sad, but today I some university things which reminded me once again that university exists and it's annoying, and I don't want to do university things. Pain. Oh yeah, also my driving test is in like, not my driving theory test is in like just over a month, which is kinda scary. I should probably pass it. I'm pretty good at the driving, I just can't do the hazard awareness thing. I guess I'll just have to do like decent like hazard awareness. Just like barely good enough. It's less than a month, very scary. Ooh. Yeah. At least once I've passed the test, I can then actually learn to drive, which would be nice. To learn to drive in a place with terrible drivers, but compared to the country average, I live in a place with decent drivers, but even so, it's not that good. Sad fun fact, Tuvalu is expected to sink within 50 to 100 years. I didn't know that. That is quite interesting. And also, yes, pretty sad. Does that mean .tv domain names will just become free? If Tuvalu stops existing, to .tv would just become free? That's the real question. Is that something crazy? A crazy high percentage of Tuvalu's GDP is selling .tv domain names. Start lessons before your theory test. I'm aware of that, but the driving school that I want to go to doesn't let you. It just doesn't let you do it. They have a requirement, which I guess makes sense. Stops people who are bad. I don't know. Makes it a bit safer for the instructors, I guess. Do I need to remember to sleep because this area is not very well lit? Right. Boing, boing, boing. So, Dad, did you teach to drive? Yeah, I think I am going to get some non-paid for driving lesson help, but of course having some actual paid lessons is pretty important. The whole getting someone to yell at me to check my blind spots is going to be quite important. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, this needs changing out for dirt, I think. Oh no, I haven't actually really decided what I want to do. Like, on these edges, I like gradiented out of the gravel, because I felt like there should be something different here, but now I'm not really sure. There's a big difference between able to drive and able to pass a test. Yeah, exactly. I am able to drive, I am not able to pass a test. Not a chance. This needs swapping out for dirt, I'm sure. Yeah, this was a very effective method of getting dirt, just putting some sand in. Got me a decent amount of stack. Certainly better than lying off and digging out an area to get it. What's annoying though is having to waste a lot of the dirt filling in the space that's hollow. think over here, wow, I am not concentrating. Yeah, it's filling out this area where it's hollow. That's so annoying. Oh, apparently it's hollow here as well. I guess just like in general it's quite likely to be hollow because I've re-terraformed so much. The chances are pretty high. Here, I think needs some editing in terms of where the sand is. So, don't get me wrong, having some pretty placed blocks is nice, but if they're ugly, I don't want them. That was a good strategy, actually. Leaving some blocks behind so that it isn't like completely covered in water was pretty useful. I think I will do that more. Also, one thing I haven't been doing is gradienting the sand back into the grass with more. Actually, I don't know. Like with the gravel, it makes perfect sense to have coarse dirt either side. Whereas over here, I don't know if having rooted dirt over here would necessarily be correct. I don't know. Honestly, I'm quite liking just having the sand, but I'm not sure. Also, one thing I need to consider is that obviously in real life fields generally aren't right next to water because they don't need it. Whereas in Minecraft they have to be, so it might be quite difficult to figure out exactly what to do there. Whether I want to... no. Want to just have the crops as being on dry land. I guess dry farmland would kind of make sense. Actually, dry farmland would make a lot of sense, because if it's fully grown, which it would have to be because I can't stop the wheat from growing, then it would be autumn. And in autumn the ground's going to be... I guess the ground would be wet though, not dry. Maybe it doesn't make sense. Who knows? No, the glass balls bounce higher than rubber balls. I've seen that, I think. It's like Pyrex is particularly... Obviously Pyrex isn't like glass, but it's a type of glass. I just realized it's not 10k. Bro, what do you mean? Yeah. Seen those videos of like Pyrex containers, like measuring jugs, like bouncing to the moon. It's like, that's cool. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna try and lay some dirt and make some little mistakes like this to add variation to the dirt. I want to try and make it interesting. At the very least, it's raining. Is that the second time it's rained on this stream? I swear. Was it raining when I was making the thumbnail? Yeah, no, it was raining when I was trying to make that thumbnail. That was actually very annoying. It's very difficult to make a thumbnail when the game is ugly. And I don't think the title and the thumbnail of this one is particularly incredible, but that's alright. Sometimes the subject is just not quite interesting enough to get a cool thumbnail and title and stuff out of it, but that's just the way it works with streaming. I'm placing dirt, like, how do I turn that into a extreme dirt placing marathon? Like, nah, that's cringe. I don't wanna be the guy that clickbaits on everything. Like, don't get me wrong, a little bit of clickbait works. It's a requirement, fine. But overdoing it, Kinda cringe. Not my thing. Not something I enjoy. I'm also pretty bad at it. Like, actually writing the clickbait titles, I'm not particularly good at. Compared to, like, Laurie, who, like, his most recent episode is, like, war, question mark, or whatever it was. It's like, bro, I would never do a title like that, I'll be real. That's crazy, I'm not doing that. Is there any part here where the riverbed's going to be lower? Nope. None of it's going to be lower. Okay, and I've immediately run out of debt again. Let's go. Working around my starbase again, I can continue to use that massive search time. Yeah. Because my starter base has, like, evolved into my middle base, it's very useful. I can basically pretty much always put starter base in the description. Wait a second. I didn't know I had a shock box full of dirt on me. I'm incredibly dumb. Okay, cool. We do have dirt. Pain. All that work and what did we get? Finishing my 2-month start. Yeah, that will definitely get you some views. Before Earth's name became Earth, the previous name was Gaia, with another collided with Gaia to make Earth, and the moon was Theia. Yeah. I've heard of Theia because, you know, it's quite a common, like, fact, but honestly, I didn't know that Gaia was actually the old name of Earth. I thought it was just, like, whimsy fantasy name. But, I guess the whimsy fantasy people do take a lot of inspiration from real life, so it does make sense. Here again, the river's quite narrow, so maybe we want to only do, like, 2 wide. Yeah. Try and make this look decent. Keep the terraforming simple. Effective, of course. Yeah, this was a funny thing while I was doing the editing for my video coming out tomorrow. I had the fantastic realization that 0.25 is a little bit loud on the music, and I did not realize. Whoops. So yeah, it's a shame. We now call the previous name Gaia as Proto-Earth. Yeah. As a person who has studied geology, Proto-Earth is a very familiar phrase. This looks great. This section here, really happy with it. I don't like this. But yeah, I'm super happy with how this is looking. This bit's going to be really difficult though, because the river is so wide. Never studied geology. I think it's worth studying. I think a lot of people, like, overlook geology because it's like, oh, it's just rocks. And it's like, yes, there is rocks. But it's not just, this is a rock, this is another rock, this is another rock. It's, why is the rock? How is the rock? That kind of thing. And I think that's super interesting because it's like, how does the rock form? Okay, here's an intricate map of the Earth and the processes that happen inside the Earth. Okay, now you can understand why the rock. How is the rock? No one asked how is the rock. Technically self-study. Self-study is great because you can ignore the boring stuff. It's awesome. Yeah, I've done quite a lot of self-study. Self-study in the form of interesting video documentaries, which I guess some people would be like, that's not studying. It's like, well, yeah, it is. It's studying. I am learning something new, and if that isn't studying, I don't know what is. So I know about world history and planets and stuff. Yeah. Very cool. Yeah, I've recently been like super into a channel called Mini Minute Man. He does a guy called Milo Rossi, and he makes videos on archaeology. I genuinely think they're very, very, very interesting. He started off just like roasting flat earthers and how calling them out how stupid they are, which is of course hilarious content, but he's actually like an incredible researcher and communicator, science communicator, and like he like unearths research from people who are like not celebrated enough and this kind of thing, which I'm very, very fond of. Something that I very much enjoy. I did a module where I had to do a lot of research and finding like little scientific papers with very few downloads with like groundbreakingly interesting stuff in them is something that I really like. This looks bad. This looks bad. Okay, now the river's widening and we can really take advantage. I don't know how educational history or geography in schools is learned less about from the fandom community. Country balls / humans. So yeah, I think sometimes stuff is overlooked in school in favour of things that parents think is important. Parents think that English and maths is important, and it is. But how will kids know what they find interesting if we aren't exposed to stuff that's actually different and a bit weird? That's why Horrible Histories was always so good, because it was showing off history that you wouldn't necessarily be taught, but communicated in a way that you would want to see it. And that's really powerful, because it absorbs kids in it. History in school is just art history. Yeah, for history GCSE, we had to do one module of international history, which I guess we quite often make fun of Americans for only studying their own history, but we're pretty bad for it too. What's the most studied thing? World War II. Like, that's obvious. Like, of course World War II is studied, but it's like, why is World War II studied? Oh wait, it's because it's England, and we were important, so we need to study ourselves. And it's kind of like, do we have to though? So that was why my favorite module was when we did. It was a World War II module, but it was like life in World War II rather than just guns and fighting, which is mid. I did American West and racial issues in America. Never studied World War II. Well, not GCSE, did a bit in year 8, 9, World War II. Yeah, I think because our GCSEs were messed up by COVID and we needed one module, we dropped a module of American history, I think. Was that the one that we dropped? I think it was. I can't exactly remember what it was, whether it was about colonization or whether it was more about something else. Honestly, I don't remember. GCSEs were a long time ago, okay. When I was doing my GCSEs, I wasn't focused on the material. I was focused on getting good grades, because that's what I cared about at that point. Like with GCSEs, I knew that GCSEs literally only mattered to get your A-levels. And then A-levels, you could study stuff that was cool. So I was very, very focused at GCSE to try and get good grades so I could do whatever I wanted at college. And that worked out very well for me. I think that's something that maybe people should be told. If you do well at GCSE, you can study whatever you want at A-level. And it was certainly a big motivator for me. American West was pain. Well, I only GCSE history, all then world history with World War II. These Cold War, Japanese American War. That's kind of... Well, for I guess it depends on the exam board though, because our history was really weird. So we studied like a piece of local history as well, which I know that's not like super weird, but I think it's pretty unusual to learn local history at GCSE. I quite liked it. It's just interesting to see from like a different perspective, I guess. Run out of dirt again, bruh. That was 9 stacks of dirt. Are you kidding me? Bruh. Learning about American West wars and different tribes, agriculture and law and immigration. Yeah, that's so much. None were dropped. You had to do all of them. We had a book dropped. We had... Oh yeah, we had 1 maths chapter dropped. We had an entire book in English. We had an entire module of geography, an entire module of history. We were very lucky, I think. I mean, obviously we weren't lucky to have to go to school like wearing a mask and be like escorted around so that the classes didn't mix and stuff like that, but, you know, other than that. Oh, wait, this looks really weird because it's all like straight coastline. I'm gonna change this up a little bit. Add some unnecessary variation to it to make it look better. Also, not unnecessary, but unnatural variation to it to make this bottom area look better. Definitely get plenty of soil in this. Make it look pretty good. Yeah, this can be dropping down quite deep. Maybe even to the bottom of this river will actually be all used for once. Trains. I wonder if Fern would have enjoyed a module about trains in America. Fern do be liking his trains. I feel like I'm making crazy progress on this, but I'm gonna come to a grinding halt when I run out of dirt. Taki, hello. That's supposed to never drop history, never drop English, drop 1 book, told us what poem will be on the exam, drop for one module. That sounds reasonable, I guess. I don't know. All I know is that I managed to do good. That is all I care about. I did good. And doing good is what matters most. Make sure I'm staying vigilant with keeping this nice and thick, otherwise, yeah, like this, it really suddenly thins out, and then of course that's bad, doesn't look good anymore. Yeah. Big fan of this. I like how the shape is so good with this river that the shape almost carries it and it doesn't look that terrible. Okay, it does look really bad without any. It doesn't look that bad. It does. We'll get some seagrass in there, it'll look good. Right now it is not fantastic. Surprised I went from set 4 to set 2 within year 11 and moving to set 2 1 month before the exams and got a 6. That just the very end of the 6 to 6-5. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah, no, moving up grades is cool. I actually never experienced moving up a grade, but yes, very cool. I know that some of my friends did experience being moved grades, and thought it was cool, so very nice. Congrats on tryharding. Bro, I hate extra tall seagrass. It makes everything within the same grade. Yeah, let's offset from the beginning, boys. Let's go. Yeah, we did like cats, and I did like stupid good on them, and then they were like, "Okay, cool, you'll just top set forever now." And I was like, "Okay, take it." I mean, I was what? So, third smartest in the school. Yeah, we don't talk about it. I had 4-1 in science, which is such a big difference because you have to do so much more content for a subject I hate in teachers. Ooh, Welsh. Yeah, science. Top set science has so much content. That's very true. It was always incredible doing comparisons of bottom set science to top set science. Mad. It's like, do you know what this is? No, I don't even know what that is. Okay. Okay, wow. I guess there was a reason why I did A-level physics. Like, I do science things. It is kind of my thing, I guess. Luckily, like a few months before GCSEs, I managed to go down to set 2, which meant I wasn't doing all the extra content. Can't you just, like, request? You just say, hey, I don't want to do this exam, sign me up for this one instead. I'm pretty sure we, like, pretty much always had that option to just be like, yeah, no. Obviously, people wanted to attempt the harder exams as much as possible, but... yeah. The thing about the harder science was that it was like, oh yeah, what's the grade for a 9 in science? Oh yeah, 66%. That was always crazy to me. But like, I did so badly, like 70%. It's like, bruh, you got a 9. Yeah, 9 hours in set 1, however, as an isolation of 2 weeks. My science teacher forgot me, never sent work, came back to school, and the exam, which wow, that's not great. That is definitely a complaint to someone higher up in the school situation, isn't it? Sounds like it to me, anyway. I don't know how the school dynamics were, though. Some schools, like the heads of the school would just, like, defend their teachers no matter what, and then there was, like, nothing you could do if they messed up, but... depends. That teacher was fired after a year. Oh. That's crazy. After a year only. That's mad. Actually, we did have this thing in assembly where some teachers... oh yeah, a couple of teachers were retiring. And one of them was the cool substitute teacher that got us to do the work but didn't really care that much. And he was just like the best teacher ever. And he was retiring and we were very sad. And another teacher was retiring at the same time. And she was not very well liked. And when it said, Mr. Blah is retiring, no, rung across the hall. Mrs. Blah is retiring. Dead silence. Crazy. That teacher must have been absolutely crushed. It was the worst, the most awkward silence that has ever occurred in the entire world. It was awful. But you know, the teacher deserved it, so, you know. There are good and bad things. Purposely forgot students. Oh my.
Oh yeah, we'll punish the students in isolation by not giving them work to do and then making them fail.
It's like, bro, you can't do that. You can't do that, my guy. That's not a thing you can just do. Oh, this needs re-terraforming. Scam. I mean, I'll get extra dirt out of it, because I've only got 9 left. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't like this cave and, like, lakey cave bit. Yeah, this is like plains. I'm gonna remove this. I'm not a fan of it. Obviously it needs like full re-terraforming though, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah. Anyway, let's remove this. So how much do I need to remove? Like this much, I think. Something like that. I had a biology teacher that was straight up admitted he didn't like me and my friend. What? Bruh, I'm so glad I went to a posh school. The bus ride was very long, but wow, definitely worth it. Like, don't get me wrong, I had a fair share of bad teachers, but not that bad. We had a... Oh yeah, it was a history teacher. It was like a big history project where you had to do like a big essay over like many weeks. And the history teacher like was going around the class asking for everyone's work. And a lot of people hadn't done it. And he was getting pretty annoyed because a lot of people hadn't done it. And then he got to one kid and he went, "So where's your project?"
Didn't do it.
And he just got yelled at. I hate secondary school activities, yeah. Secondary schools for a lot of people are really bad, and I think it's such a shame because secondary school can be really good. It can be very useful, and I find it very sad that some people have awful experiences. But they banned bags in our school. Oh my. Yeah, they banned hoodies actually in us. What we used to do is they were like, "Oh yeah, you're allowed to wear a coat." And we were like, "Okay." Well, I put a big hoodie over and call it a coat. And they went, "Nope, banned. You're not allowed to have hoodies in your possession at school, otherwise we'll take them away from you, even if you never wear them inside." And we were just like, bruh. That rule was overturned very quickly after every single person complained and just went, "That's not cool." Another teacher started crying in their class because sick of people not doing work. Oh yeah, we had that. I had that in science, actually. It was great. No, it wasn't great. That teacher was like on the verge of mental collapse like the whole time, and she was our form teacher as well. But she was actually a decent teacher, but just couldn't control an unruly class. I've run out of dirt again. Let's go. Super strict dress code. We can wear coats indoors, or the canteen we can go inside during break and lunch. Oh, we had a library where we could go inside during break and lunch. Go to the library. And eventually what happened was that the introverts just all went to the library, and the library was packed, but because it was only introverts that were there, it was really loud, because, yeah, introverts talking to introverts. And it was really nice, because it was just like community of nerds in the room, and if anyone loud who obviously wasn't an introvert was in the library, the librarian would remove them. And it was amazing. There was like a puzzle and books and stuff like that. I was the library monitor for about 3 years, which was quite good. Got trained by the last library monitors, and then I was library monitor for 2 years. And that was what I did during my every single break and lunch until COVID, of course, and then we couldn't do that. But yeah, I was library monitor for a long time. It was great. It'd be silent in the library. Dang. That is unfortunate. With loud library, lots of people chattering and reading. It's great. Love it. Yeah. So, put all of this in real quick. Yeah, no, not wearing coats indoors is pretty common. We also had that rule, but teachers weren't super strict on it because they were wearing coats too. It was like how far can you push a rule that you yourself are not following? Like, obviously the PE teachers were different and they would just not follow any of their own rules, but you know, that's different. Went to live phones at all? We had to hand them in at the beginning of each day until COVID, where we were allowed to keep them in our bag switched off. No, it was before that actually. The year before COVID, we were allowed to have our phones in our bag switched off because everyone did that. And because schools are legally not really allowed to confiscate phones. Like, they technically can, but parents complain so much that they can't really confiscate phones. And so we would just keep our phones in our bag, and then it was just like, okay, fine, you're allowed to do that now. And we were like, yeah, we've already been doing it for the past 3 years, like... But, you know, it was fine. I'm using a silk shovel. I am stupid. I am not getting any dirt from this. My school banned hoodies, jumpers, coats. If you ate inside, you had to eat inside. If you ate outside, you had to eat outside. You weren't allowed to go indoors. Break or lunch at at one point, every year was separated and every year had to have their own end at school time, which is year 11 at 3:20 p.m., which is previously 3:10. That's kind of bad. Having different end times is kind of bad. We had like split timetables so that the 2 years didn't like clash when they were walking around, so that the 2 years, so that the years didn't clash as they were walking around to like prevent COVID, but no, nothing that crazy. Yeah. There's actually a primary school where we had stuff banned more. Like Pokemon cards, which I'm pretty sure is a universal experience for every single primary school in the country, that Pokemon cards were banned. Because people would literally have fights over Pokemon cards. Because I was like, guys, come on. And then they got all sad when they were banned. It was like, you were fighting over them. What did you think was going to happen? And then, teacher broke a student's phone. Casual destruction of property lawsuit. You know? Casual. Classic teacher behavior right there. Teachers in use of year 10s and 11s hated each other, so they changed the timetables of the whole school so they didn't have lunch and break together. That's mad. Like, the years didn't even mix for us. Like, genuinely, like, our years just straight up didn't mix. That's crazy. Every day my school had a fight. Wow. That is the problem of going to school in a city. I am very glad I did not have that. School in the posh countryside. There were fights like once or twice a year max. Like proper fights. Like organized fights. Even like unorganized scraps were not that common. Teacher wouldn't let you speak unless you put your hand up. I mean, that is technically what it's supposed to be in a classroom some of the time. Like, if a teacher is actively trying to explain something, you are supposed to shut up. Like, I'm comfortable with that, but if it's like during work... Actually, to be fair, we had that actually. Our history teacher was like that, but he was cool. He was like, right, he was like, last lesson, we talked and didn't do very much work, so this lesson, you just need to be quiet and get on with it. And if you have questions, you can put your hand up and I'll come to you, but you gotta be silent, because you just need to go on and do this. And we were like, fair enough. And we respected him, because it was like, one lesson we get a story, and we can chat and have fun, and the next lesson, we don't. We have to do some work. And it was a really good system, I thought. Yeah, I feel like there's a trend of history teachers being really good. Or absolutely awful. There is no in-between. At one point, a student set off the fire alarm 5 times. Jeez. I think we only had, like, a fake fire alarm once, and the kid was, like, instantly punished, because the teachers watched the guy press it, and it was like, come on. Are you stupid? Everyone had to be outside for an hour. Yeah. Once we had an entire year detention, actually. A whole year was put in detention for talking, which is against the Geneva Convention. which is quite funny. At the time, no one thought to accuse her of a war crime, but yeah, technically we could have. Group punishment is a war crime. So, yeah, anytime teachers punish the whole year for talking when it was only 2 people, that's when you can whip out your Geneva Convention, and, yeah, pretty fun. One of the stupidest thing my school did. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, I've got another stack of dirt. We can jump back in the river again and do more dirt placing. It's much more enjoyable than doing the sand, because the sand is cringe. Hate placing the sand. So boring. Oh wait, this is like way too broad. Okay, we can trim this down a bit. And add a center channel in like this. Yeah, nice. I like that. So of course they're expelling and suspension. Yeah. Very common. Your school never did that until year 11. What? 2 year 11 students. So only year 11s could get suspended. What? That's crazy. Like we had, like, I don't know, year 7s who were suspended because they like actually caused fights, and they were like, yeah, right, you're being suspended. And it was like, okay, that's cool. We had one kid who was expelled, and the whole time we were there, I think. Or one kid in that year was expelled. It was like obvious that he was going to get expelled eventually. He was so annoying, dude. Everyone hated him. Except his like gang of cronies who would like follow him around and pretend to be all like strong and cool, and everyone hated them. No surprises there of him being expelled, but you know. Suspended. 10 were expelled 2 weeks before the exam, and it was only allowed to come in 4 exams. That's so weird. Yeah. Schools just can't get rid of annoying kids. Like, what? It's so random. Like, that genuinely doesn't even make any sense. I bet it was like a governor whose kid was like super unruly and he didn't want him to get expelled, so he like put in this stupid arbitrary rule so that his kid couldn't get expelled or something. Sounds like the kind of thing that would happen. Okay, that's my conspiracy theory of the day. It's gonna be so funny. Anyone who is not British who picks up this video is gonna be so confused. Just Brits chatting about British school things. Americans like, what? Your schools are like that? I actually had that in uni. One of my uni friends is from the States, and his schooling was just so different to ours. It's so funny to compare. Talking about like, oh yeah, so what was it like with this and that and the other? It was quite fun. One student who had to be completely removed from the school for his safety in year 11. Oh wow. That is not great. Alright, I think yeah, I guess the river has to be taken all the way down to here, doesn't it? Gonna be a lot of terraforming to take this river all the way down, but you know what? It's okay. Yeah. Happy with this so far. I do need to be, like, vaguely careful. Because, of course, like, sand goes on the outside bend and gravel goes on the inside. And even though there's a bit of curve in the river, it's generally curving this way. But as we get over to here, this needs to change. Like, it's going to be gravel on this side. And sand on that side. Definitely, because this is such a sharp turn. And then over there I can kind of pick and choose, I think, but still. You kids... I did 4 Imperial the most nearly every day. I went to medical and no one cared. later with us. Nice. Almost so pointless, would have been better to go home at it. What? You had form at the end of the day, Tattooey? Hello? Why would you have form at the end of the day? That's so weird. We had form period for registration in morning and after lunch. The end of the day? That's so weird. Yes. Welcome, Tattoo. We were talking about British school things. Wait after P2 for 30 minutes. Oh. That is weird. Because we had... I guess we had short lessons. In secondary. In college we had 3-hour lessons, but in... well, technically we had 1.5-hour lessons and half were doubles. But yeah, nah. But we didn't have tutor in college. They were like, if you don't turn up and your attendance drops for lessons, we'll expel you. And it was just like, okay. And then we were just expected to turn up, and people did. Whereas in school it was like attendance twice a day, as soon as we get in and after lunch, and that was it. Which I thought was a good system, really. I think after lunch is fine. Halfway through the day, make sure everyone's alive. But then, at the end of the day, it makes no sense, because everyone's leaving anyway. And then, like, the morning period, the, like, 15-minute morning attendance was when we had assemblies, if we ever had them, or, what am I talking about? Assemblies or announcements or whatever. Lessons or school meetings, and only had one friend in that class and went out of the room crying whilst the teacher was outside. That's so... It's very unfortunate. But for one time, however, they removed it for year 11. That's interesting. It's having it removed for the last year. I don't know. Every school is different. Every jurisdiction does it a bit differently. And I feel like in general, ours was pretty good, which I'm very, very happy with, of course. Very useful. But, yeah. Hopefully I'm gonna go back to uni and study more accounting. Cringe. Oh, this is a fun little thing. The module selection window doesn't work. Or more specifically, hasn't been updated. They're like, okay, in August you've got to pick your modules. And we're like, okay, great, well, I'll pick my modules. Go onto the module picking website. Go over there, and they're completely wrong. All the module codes are wrong and outdated. It's like, okay, why do I have access to this if it's wrong? And, I had to, like, WhatsApp my uni friends and be like, bruh, what is happening? And they're like, yeah, we don't know. We've emailed the tutor, but obviously he's not around, so we don't know. It's kind of annoying. The only way people got me to remove it was at school was selling drugs. People did so much and didn't get expelled. For us, it was the only people that got expelled were people who repeatedly caused fights. Although in college, people did get expelled for drugs, like, all of the time. That college is, like, specifically known for drugs, and it's like, yeah. Cool. That's just what the college is, and it's just the way it works, and it was just like, fine. Wait, I've just realized this land is, like, super weird because of this thing here. Okay, I think we need to do some serious terraforming here to make it good. Bring this in. Yeah. Sounds fun. I will have to quickly say, I was not the people who partook in that. My friends did, but not me. I am way too much of a nerd to do that. Gotta preserve my good grades somehow. Bruh, why are there so many mobs? Get out of here, boy. One of my bullies was suspected to be a dealer, and some people, including me, saw him with 4 different phones. It could not have been more obvious. That is rather funny. Yeah. Oh, this was actually really funny. It was in college, yeah. It was one of my, like, more innocent classmates came up to me and was like, I saw someone doing a drug deal in college. And I was like, yeah. Have you only just noticed that this is a thing that happens, like, every day? And he was like, what? It's like, it was so funny. I was like, I just saw it happen. I was like, yeah, that happens all the time. Why there's so many more of hemp? Maybe because it's not lit and it's like, shush. Bruh. You need to be quiet. Okay, why there's so many mobs? Oh my god. Oh, get out of here. Bruh, there are so many. Yeah, that was good. One good thing about college though was because they didn't care about attendance. Like if we didn't have people like coming to school like drunk or high, because they just didn't go because the college didn't care, which was for the best. It's like if they were super strict about attendance, they would have just come in, which would have just been like infinitely worse. I've run out of dirt again. It's so annoying. What's bad about it is the people who did it in my school, they had teachers going in the button telling people to get out at lunchtime. What the? School didn't allow students to high or drunk to come in. Yeah, of course. Of course they didn't allow it, but it happened. Like there's a difference between it like not being allowed and it happening. Oh yes, it wasn't allowed. It happened though. It happened all of the time. Oh, I've just remembered another fun thing about secondary school. There were 2 people who were expelled. The first person was expelled for causing fights and being the most annoying person in the year. And the second person was expelled for doing weed in the bathroom. And it was like, are you dumb? Did you think they weren't gonna catch you? This is secondary school. What did you think was gonna happen? It was very funny. I just asked you what some drugs. Yeah, average college experience right there. You make my school sound boring. Good. You don't want to go to an exciting school. I can guarantee you that. Exciting schools are not the place you want to be. People stop. Oh my god. That is a crazy story right there. The power of being from a posh area. Yeah, the wildest thing that happens is like a fight once a year. A bit of British school being absolutely bonkers for no reason. Yeah. Yes, it is not uncommon for people to do interesting things. But yes, the lunchtime thing. Actually, I think the like crazy thing that happened at lunchtimes in secondary was the group of kids sitting in the corner doing Rubik's cubes the entire lunch, going as fast as they could and battling each other. I happened to be part of that group, but you know we don't talk about that. Yeah. Sat had a whole table to ourselves, covered in Rubik's cubes, and yeah, it was very cool. We also did that in college. missing me. We're not nerds at all. No. Definitely not. 10 minutes away from a police station. That's quite funny. Do you are half stupid? Happening with this terraforming, it looks terrible. Yeah, why does this area look so bad? These straight lines, I guess. No, looks terrible. I'm not sure if there's much I can do about it though. That's the thing. Do I not have any sand left? Ooh, I might have a bottleneck where I finally actually run out of resources. Try getting some Warhammer Club. Yeah, we didn't. I don't think we had good clubs like that. We didn't even have good clubs like that in college, where they were supposed to be like inclusive and have a bunch of different clubs, but nah, the best club in college was chess club, but no one really went because people played online, so they didn't actually go and play over the board, which, yeah, was fine. Yeah, it allowed me to get to know the guy who will definitely be a millionaire by the time he's 30, which is quite cool, but yeah, he was really good at chess though. It was annoying. I never beat him. Oh. Alright, I see. The casual uh-oh. That's not terrifying at all to see with no context, just uh-oh. Glances across. But yeah, no, I finally run out of all of my resources, I think. I have a quick check, but I'm pretty sure I've got nothing left. This tree is the bane of my existence, but it's pretty, so it needs to stay. Right, do I have... Oh, okay, I have extra sand. Good. Okay, still got more soil to do, which is good. I've also spent like the entire stream yapping and not harvesting honey, which I need to do. Like, badly. I also haven't checked on the slime farm at all. It's a bit annoying. I don't think I'm ever going to get a stream where I actually successfully harvest honey multiple times. I'm going to check on the slime farm though. Take a little break on this. Oh, there's a gap. Oops. Any slime. Any slime. Well, there aren't any living slimes. 8, 27. Okay. Okay. Another 35, that's decent. Pretty decent if you ask me. Definitely could be worse. Oh. Simply incredible at flying. Right, yeah, I do actually need to put this slime away though. I can't keep it in my inventory. You see a presumably Whimsicraft Discord message thing. Discord message, but honestly, I don't care. I will look at it later. I've got like way more slime than honey now. Okay, that's fine. It's extremely quick at picking the correct flag and outlines of country. Oh, college on last week college doing a history job for was never surprised when I won. People called me a master of world history because I was extremely good at picking the correct flag and outlines of country. Yeah, that's a very weird thing. Personally, I think it's strange how common that is. Like there were multiple people in my geology class who could do the flag game with a perfect score. No lives lost, perfect score. Multiple people who had done it, and it was just like huge respect. But why? I could not understand it. But you know, they enjoyed it, and maybe it was useful once. I don't know, but good for them, I guess. This is so annoying, dude. It's so much dirt. What do we think, Chad? Do we think digging more dirt is good, or just going with the same sand method? Let's see, I might do some sand placing for a bit. I don't see the harm in doing it. I feel like I'm preferring this. It was a word search we'd had 197 countries now. That actually seems quite fun. Doing a word search with all the countries. This is like an enormous word search. It would be quite fast to begin with, and then looking for them all would be worse. I mean, were you given the list of countries, or did you have to know? Because that would make it way harder to, like, have to know the countries as well. It's over 2,000. Wait, what? 2,000 players, right. Yeah, I was like, oh, hold on a second, that's not how that works. But yeah, no. That, as long as you're given the countries, that would be pretty fun. But, every country is listed. Okay, that would make it possible for a mere mortal like me to do. I feel like I do know a lot of countries, but not on the level of the people who play the flag game. They're like, yes, St. Kitts and Nevis. It's like, bruh. How was I supposed to know that? Oh, what's this flag? Kiribati. How do you know that? Why do you know that? So a lot of the people who did it were football nerds, and I feel like that kind of stretches from the same thing of like, football got you to know lots of flags, and then you just became obsessed and learnt all of them. Which I guess is a common... It makes sense to progress from there to there, but even so, I found it quite funny that it was sporty and nerdy together. It could come together. Like the purest nerd jock ever. It was pretty funny. Separated in regions, though. Oh. That's kind of cringe. Separated into regions makes it too easy. Again, I guess it's got to be easier for the people who just like straight up don't know the names of countries. It's got to be possible for the Americans. Oh. Like, my arm feels kind of stiff. Slightly stretches arm. Crack. Oh. Don't like football. I respect it. I also do not like football either. It is kind of boring. Like, as a sport, it's not fun to play, but it's also not fun to watch at all. Like, compared to, like, badminton, or table tennis, or, I don't know, what other good sports are there to watch? Climbing? Skateboarding? I've been watching the Olympics quite a lot, so I've got a lot of sports in my brain at the moment, but even so, like, come on. There are so many better sports. Why would you want to watch a game that lasts an hour and a half and, like, 2 things happen for the entire game? Oh, but they get close. Yeah, but they don't do anything. Oh, but there are loads of, like, near misses. It's like, how about actual successes, like, every 2 seconds in basketball? Bet if you described a flag, I would know. Alright. It's got a red bar and a white bar. They're horizontal. Used to play basketball, football, netball, table tennis. I didn't, like, properly play sports, but the only sport I love is badminton to play. The only sport I love to play is badminton. And, I was, in secondary school, I was one of the best badminton players. Like, by far. There was, like, a pair of us who were, we were doubles partners, and we would wipe the floor with everyone. Which way? Which way up? Red top. I mean, if I've guessed the right way around, then mwahahaha, and if I've not guessed the right way around, then dang it. This is a guessing game of me trying to remember which one is the one where they're the same. Oh wait, what's the other flag that's identical? Chad and Romania have the same flag. Indonesia and Monaco, haha, but now you've got to pick one. Which one do I have in my brain? You see, this is the challenge. It is not luck. It is not skill anymore. It is luck. Ha ha ha. This was the plan all along. Light or dark red? I'm not giving you that information. That's cheating. Also, I don't know. Take advantage of the sand patches that already exist. I don't like how this looks. Edit that a little bit. Try and make it a bit better. Oh, that's a light red is in a dark red. Monaco. Okay. Are you going to make your 50-50 guess? Challenge of the day. Can you read my mind? Okay, I think I want to do a bit more dirt work because I prefer it. Probably think of Monaco because it's a micro country and it's in Europe. Wrong. I forgot that Monaco was the other country that paired with Indonesia. So I had to go with Indonesia because I knew it was one of them. Hey, let's go. My inferior knowledge made me win. Let's go. King of reverse psychology. Most people, yeah, okay, yeah. It's sorry to the people who live in Monaco, but you live in a very forgettable place. I'll be real. It is not a very memorable. I think it's more famous for the Grand Prix than anything else. What's the smallest country? It should be Vatican. I mean, unless you count micronations, but it should be Vatican. Vatican City. And I've run out dead again. Ah. Yeah. Oh, actually, if you like countries, I bet you're following the micronation Ironland. I bet you're familiar with it. I think it's really cool. Yes, hello. Vatican City, how do you see? Yeah. Yeah, those who are unaware of the micronation Ironland, YouTuber has set up a micronation and is trying to make it a thing and is kind of succeeding. Like, he's got some pretty big support, he's got a flag, and he's in contact with the social medias of random people. It doesn't really mean anything, but it's kind of cool. And he's doing like a bunch of different like explanations of how micronations work and that kind of thing. It's like a full like educational thing at the same time. It's pretty cool. Yeah. They're trying to get in contact with the Hawaii Instagram account because it's run by the tourism section of the government. So they're trying to do that at the moment, I think. Or are they still having that vote? Actually, I can't remember. I think they're still voting on that. Either way, I follow it quite closely because... Oh, his name's Magnify. That's what the channel is. Either way, yeah, I think it's really cool. I have run out of dirt, so I'm just gonna hop over this hill to a place that I'm definitely never going to build in and just steal some dirt. Art lava pool. And then somewhere around here, I don't know, I'll just mine some dirt. Yeah, sure, we'll hollow out this hill, who cares? Okay, apparently the hill cares because it's like full of stone. Awesome. What about here? Okay, yeah, here is good. Gotta find the exact, like, amount of relief where there's lots of dirt but no stone. Find a nice hill. And then because this shovel doesn't have silk touch, I can mine away and not have to worry about grass blocks, which is very convenient. I'm gonna come back in like 5 years' time on this world and go, dang it, I've made this land look ugly, I want to build it. No, I doubt I'll ever build here. Like, the chances of me dying in this world are not that small, and I've still got like 4 different projects I want to do. I've got 4 different planned projects that don't involve this piece of land, so yes, unlikely. Okay, 6 stacks. That'll do for now. I see that Contra Republic and Molossia and some of the micronations I know. Yeah, there are a lot though. So many. I think I can't remember which one is the most famous. I swear there's like there are loads in the US that are actually quite big. Loads in the US, I seem to remember. I guess people in the US of A are not happy with the government or something, who knows? I mean it makes sense, but still. There are plenty of other countries who don't really like the government too much, but don't have micronations. I don't know. I'm not really sure. Oh, I have terraformed this wrong, because this needs to come out by more blocks. Oh well. Contra Republic is in Florida, Molossia is around Wyoming. Aha. My very small knowledge was apparently kind of correct. Let's go. Me when I half guess and rely on some knowledge that's in my brain from a very long time ago, and it's actually kind of right. Let's go. Yeah, this terraforming here is like really bad. I don't know. It's kind of terrible. Wasted a bunch of dirt doing awful terraforming, and I'm gonna have to like build over the top of. Kind of annoying. Oh well. It happens. Can be repaired. It's not the end of the world. All of this in. I'll just fill up to there for now. I'm not going to try and terraform it too big. Doing too big of chunks of terraforming can make it pretty ugly if you're not careful, so I try and do stuff in small sections if I can. Makes it better. And these people outside with their loud cars, shut up. No one thinks it's impressive that your car is louder than everyone else's, they just hate you. People are so inconvenient. It's a good thing about online. You guys are yapping, I can just look away from chat. Not that I would ever do that, no. When chat goes crazy, I'm just like, nah, I just won't look at it. Sure, nothing interesting is happening in there. Right, this is cool. This river is now so deep that, yeah, I get to lower it down a bit, which is pretty cool. Which European country has pink in the flag? Oh. That's a good trivia question. Let me have a quick think about that. So it's gonna be a smaller, well, not necessarily smaller, but you know, less well-known country. Probably something with like a symbol in its flag. something like with a crest or something like that, it's more likely to have more varied colours, because it's not just going to have a big pink band across it, because that is, to my knowledge, not in any flag. Just straight up having pink. Countries with crests. Spain has a crest. Albania has one, but that's just like straight up black eagle, so it's not going to be Albania. What other countries are there that have stuff in the middle of their flag? European flags are generally pretty boring, so to think outside the box for like actually interesting stuff. I don't think it's Spain. It's not. It's not Cyprus. Cyprus has just got the orange island in the middle. It's not going to be something like Turkey, because Turkey's got a boring flag. Vatican's flag is just like white and gold. I don't know. That was my thinking process on that. I'm sure I missed something obvious, but I do not know. Trident. Let's try and dodge this guy as much as possible, because I'm not wearing a chest plate. Trying guys without wearing a chest plate are pretty deadly. Yeah. I guess if I were to go for a final guess, I'd probably go for like Croatia. I don't know. Although I said that sounds stupid, but I don't know. There we go. There is my final stupid guess. That's definitely wrong. It was Spain. Well, at least I know my thought process was good. That's what matters. That's actually an interesting thing about job interviews. Often in job interviews, they'll ask, like, how many tennis balls could fit in this room? And they're not looking for the answer. What they're looking for is they're looking to see your thought process and how you get there. So, Spain, they have a pink lion. Mexico has a pink seal. Oh, that's cool. I love it when flags have more than just 3 stripes. Because 3 stripes is so cringe. I mean, obviously, the United Kingdom flag should have a dragon in the middle. Like, this is an obvious fact. It is very, of course, extremely disappointing when you realise that we had the opportunity to put a dragon on our flag and we didn't. But because of Wales, exactly. Yeah, we'll just combine 3 of the flags and ignore Wales and not put a dragon on our flag. It's like, come on. The perfect opportunity to have a dragon, and then it was just like, nah. How about no? Very sad. All the cool people are from Wales. I do know quite a few people from Wales, but as an Englishman, I can't. I cannot. The English in my blood will not let me. I'm kidding. YouTube, I'm kidding. Don't shadow ban me. Don't shadow ban me. I'm joking. Views tomorrow, 0. Yeah, I need to expand this out a little bit. Not like, obviously this is like really broad, and the whole point is that this is a bit steeper, but even so, it does need to be like somewhat similar, because if this is like ridiculously big and it's just like, whoop, it doesn't really make much sense. So The reason why it's not a dragon is because when the first union flag was created in 1606, the Principality of Wales by that time was still united with England. That makes sense. It's still cringe, but that does make sense. Need to get more rockets. Or I'll just take from the box. I don't know, I can't. Alright, there we go. And now we get more dirt. It looks so boring. It's so funny, it's so boring. People try to add the dragon in, but the flags look weird. Yeah, it's way too busy with the dragon. It's true. There's, like, our flag is, like, too busy already. Casual, like, 500,000 lines. It's like, yeah, it's not the greatest flag in the world, but... Which flag is it that has the... I swear there's another flag that has some kind of, like, mythical creature on it. Is it Sri Lanka that has that? Yeah, Sri Lanka's flag is really cool. That's what it is. I finally get to get a cool flag and we get some cringe lines. It's never going to be as bad as, like, tricolour flags, but even so. Really what I like is the dragon in the dead centre. Well, of course the dragon needs to be in the centre. Anyone who puts the dragon anywhere else is wrong. Did you know Wales used to own Australia? No, but I feel like there's some context missing there. That doesn't quite make sense, to be honest. I wonder, is that the same thing with Wales being the same as England? So technically Wales and England owned Australia? Oh, it's Bhutan. Dang it. Oh, Sri Lanka just has a crest as well. Yes. I don't have flags in front of me, okay? I'm not the weird person that has a huge world map poster in my room. I have no posters, actually. I never have posters. I prefer clean, bland rooms. So, no. Posters are not my thing. I don't either. I was really hoping that you'd be like, dang it, I've got one. But no. You have Genshin. Oh, of course. Of course. My Hero Academia. I got it. My very, very tiny knowledge of anime actually made me remember something. You got it for Secret Santa. I mean, the Secret Santa knows you well then, I guess. Why do I have a message? Who's messaging me? Oh, it's Whimsicraft, okay. I can wait, I'm sure it's not that important. We've been hacked. No. We had an app from the class which everyone had a wish list, no one knew who we had. That's kind of cool. Wales ran out of space for prisoners, so they sent them all to Australia, and then practically everyone who lived there was a prisoner, and they all came together to build houses and that stuff. Yeah, but is that Wales owning? Or is that just... I don't know, I'm not sure about that, to be honest, my guy. That sounds a bit skewed and biased. You know, all history is. This is why we have to study from multiple perspectives. That's why New South Wales is... Yeah, that does make sense. Origin of New South Wales. I love how they had to specify South Wales, because North Wales is so rubbish. Which province is older, Scotland or England? I mean, by the question, it's probably going to be Scotland, but... Like... Actually, wait, that does make sense. Because England wasn't united with Cornwall for like ages. But I guess. Wait, but like, didn't we have the unification like not that? Yeah, it's probably going to be Scotland just because of the nature of the question, but I'm not entirely sure why. There's somewhere wasn't unified, and that's why it doesn't count or something, I assume. So that's my guess. Because there's like Mercia and all of this kind of thing of like, does Mercia count as England and all of that kind of debate, but other than that, I'm not 100% sure. Okay, I am enjoying how this is looking. Which is good, I think. It's pretty basic terraforming, but yeah, this is like such simple terraforming. Yes, it was Scotland. Yeah. My guessing game is on point today. Let's go. Fill it all in. Okay, right, that's where that ends, because this needs to be redone to be good. This looks really nice, really clean. But that's what rivers are. In real life, rivers are like ultra clean like this, so that's good. I'm going to get some more honey again. Honey, 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 must be honey. Yeah. There. In a hardcore world. There we go. All the lyric eventually, let's go. Pull these spare blocks in here real quick. And not that. Only united together because of James VI. Yeah, I knew that. And who's the only one available? Yeah. I was aware of that, but I didn't know. I didn't know the Scotland was like specifically. Oh, because of course he was the one who like made England be all united and proper. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. My history knowledge is trash. Let's go. I guess so. We studied Battle of Hastings in so much detail. But yeah, my knowledge of like medieval history is not great. And the medieval history I did study was like super localized. I can literally overload you with history. That is true. You could. I can also just like turn my head back to the game. I am not forced to read chat. I do find it interesting, but I don't have to. Let's well quickly check again. Yep, nothing. Cool. Bro's gonna test my trivia for every stream from now on. Coming up with more and more extremely ridiculous trivia questions like, who was the first person to smoke a cigarette? Bride? I don't know. What do Roman Empire's answers to Germany? Well, Roman Empire's answers to Italy. Yes, I do love that fact. Holy Roman Empire isn't Rome. There's no Rome in the Holy Roman Empire. I learned that from Bill Wurtz's History of the World. That's where a lot of my international history knowledge comes from. Like world history comes from that video that I've rewatched about 100,000 times. I really like how this looks. Like, it's so basic, but it just It's just nice. It's just better. I don't know. It's just better. I prefer it. I do be based on the colony in South Wales was established with the arrival of first fleet 11 vessels under the command of Commander Captain Arthur Phillip in January 1788. It consisted of more than 1,000 settlers, including 778 convicts, 192 women, and 586 men. That was a lot to read. And it was so much to read that I've decided to end stream. People, if you enjoyed the stream, make sure you give it a like, subscribe, do all that fantastic stuff. Nightmare, Ace, you people are cool. It was very fun learning and chatting and history and stuff. I like it. Now it is time to end my nightmare. Bye guys, bye people. Appreciate you guys. Bye. Like and subscribe. Bye. Bye. Oh, things we say the whole time. Bye. We get a trivia question every stream now. I mean, I'll take it. It's content.